Why do I think she'd be the best president? Number one, because when you hire a president, you hire someone who takes an oath of office to be America's chief executive. That does not mean to run a department. It doesn't mean to decide how many paper clips are on the desk at the White House. It means that you take a solemn oath to turn the good intentions of the campaign into real, positive, enduring changes in the lives of the American people, and she is the best change maker I ever knew. You heard Henry Cisneros talk about this a little bit, but when I met Hillary, we were not much older than most of you. And we were in law school. Most people could not wait to get out of law school. I mean, 1 year is enough. After that, you've been in school long enough, you've got a debt out the ears, you just want to get out, pay your debt off, go to work, get on with your life. Not her. She spent another year in law school to work at the university hospital, to try to solve a problem that you couldn't believe today. At that time, there were no substantial protections in American law against serious child abuse and neglect. And she would come to dinner with me with tears in her eyes talking about kids with cigarette burns in their arms, kids that hadn't eaten in a week, because legislators all over America were afraid of interfering in the family discipline decisions. They bent over backwards too far the other way. So she took another year of her life, and she and the people she was working with developed guidelines, and eventually those guidelines became the basis for sweeping changes in every state in America protects our children from child abuse and neglect today. She was making changes in other people's lives. And when we got out of law school, it wasn't like it is now. More than half the law graduates are women today. Back then it was a rare deal for a woman to get a degree from a highly regarded law school. She could have written a ticket. She could have gone anywhere. She could have taken big bucks. She went to work for the Children's Defense Fund at a low salary. And her first job as a young lawyer was knocking on the doors of poor people's houses in New Bedford, Massachusetts, to find out why their children were so likely to drop out of school. And she found that most of them were dropping out because they had a mental or a physical disability, usually quite a mild one. But at that time, there were no provisions in our schools to teach even kids that had minor cases of dyslexia. So she and her young friends filed a report with Congress. It became the basis of the landmark special education law, which says that now in America, every child in this country, without regard to their ability or disability, is entitled to an equal and appropriate education in our public schools. She was making changes in other people's lives. It is altogether fitting that her fate as a presidential candidate should lie in the hands of the people of Texas, because her first political job in 1972 was to come here and go into dusty towns in South Texas and register Hispanic voters who had never been able to vote before, to empower them to claim their share of the American dream.